Welcome back to Caught Lookin', everyone, and welcome to a very special episode. Tonight we're doing something brand new. It's the first annual Lookin' Back Awards. Woo!
Yay!
Yay.
We asked you to vote and you showed up, and now it's time to crown the winners of the coveted Lookies, honoring everything from team MVP to the biggest aura farmer, and most likely to forget what inning it is, and a whole lot more. Joining me today to hand out these extremely prestigious, absolutely real, and definitely not made up awards are Nicole, Allie, and Madelyn, your Looking Back Awards committee for the day. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
So, everyone, settle in. The 2025 season deserves a send off, and we're about to give it one. But before we get into the awards, we do have a couple things that we want to chat about. First things first, this past Saturday was the very first Her Hobby card trading night. Michaela's going to be on next week to talk a little bit more about it. She needed to decompress, but from what I heard, it sounded like it was a really, really fun event. So thank you to everybody who showed up. Nicole was there. Nicole, you had a good
Yes,
time?
it was a blast. A lot of people showed up and it was great. And I can't wait for Michaela to gush about it because she did a phenomenal job hosting it and it had a fantastic turnout.
Awesome. Well, so excited to hear about it next week. So definitely make sure to tune in next week for that recap. One other thing we want to talk about is we are introducing today a Caught Lookin' Discord. So anybody who wants to come and chat with us, chat about the guards, chat about baseball news, the link is going to be launched in the bio. It's going to be on our socials. You'll see it in our link tree, all the places that we post links. So join us for just some fun banter and hang out with us in our new Discord. Also, some guards news. So, as we all know, Kai Carrera and Craig Albernaz both left for new teams, new pastures. We wish them both well, and we will miss them a ton. But we did hire a new bench coach and a new field coordinator. Our new bench coach, both of them are actually from the Mariners. So Tony Arn Arnrich, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm just looking at it. I haven't heard it spoken. Is going to be AKA Stephen Vote 2.0 if you've seen a picture of him. He's already making jokes about how if Vote gets tossed, then he's just going to put on Arnich's jersey and come back into the dugout. So we'll see how that works out next year. Maybe we'll get our first vote ejection.
I
Um,
loved that meme that was like, "Can I copy your homework?" And it's Stephen Vogt, and then it's a picture of him, and it's like, "Yeah, just don't make it obvious."
That's a good one. Yes. So, and then the new field coordinator, Andy McKay, who was actually in the front office for a long time, but it sounds like he always wanted to be in the dugout. So we're excited to see. And obviously, both of these guys have history with Vote. So excited to see how they do next season on the team. But also, speaking of the Mariners, we just saw a Passan bomb, if you will, that Josh Naylor has re-signed with the Mariners, has extended his contract or signed a new contract for 5 years. Honestly, good for him.
Yeah.
He seems to enjoy it there, so I'm happy for him, even if it's not here.
Yeah. Part of me is like, I would have liked to have him back, but also the other part of me is like, but where? Where would we put him?
Yep.
hmm
Yeah, and I think maybe being traded a couple of times, or maybe it was just the natural evolution of his game, but it seems like he unlocked an even better version of himself in Seattle than we ever even got to see with him in Cleveland. And I'm glad that he was able to become that player and he's being rewarded for it. And I think this works out great for both parties. I don't know if this would have happened if he were still here. So I think a lot of people say, why couldn't the Guardians do this? Why couldn't the Guardians afford this? I think the last year kind of really helped develop him into an entirely new player. And I don't think we need to look at it as the Guardians couldn't figure this out. I just think it worked out for both parties this way.
I mean, I think trading for Manzardo was kind of the writings on the wall moment for Naylor. And I think that's kind of where he may have felt that things weren't going to work out here. So I can't remember.
Right. And how much does that motivate him? Does he become a stolen base demon if we
Hmm.
never sort of make him feel that way?
Yeah, if he just sees Manzardo all the time as his replacement and he's looking at, this year as, okay, well, this is going to be my last year in Cleveland regardless. They're not re-signing me. So yeah, I'm happy for him. I hope he does well. I hope the Mariners do well. They're one of those teams that I have no ill will against. Cal Raleigh should have won MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Reach.
And speaking of, moving on, the Looking Back Awards. We're very excited. Thank you to everyone who responded and voted and did your own write-ins. We had a lot of fun doing this, and hopefully we will be able to keep doing this year after year, and come up with some more fun and exciting categories for you guys. So we're gonna do a couple bland ones first, just the normal MVP, Cy Young, etc. So team MVP. The nominees are Jose Ramirez, Stephen Kwan, and Brian Rocchio. So I'm going to do a quick call out. So, okay, so funny enough, I'm going to do a quick call out. There was at least one, if not two people who voted Brian Rocchio for every single category. So you're going to see.
Allie.
Guys, it wasn't even me.
Liar.
It was Brian Rocchio during streaming while he's been streaming on his TikTok. He was voting for
Yes.
himself.
Oh, I absolutely believe that. But I think it's obvious we can go straight into this with 93.5% of the vote, Jose Ramirez.
I am very shocked it was not 100% of the vote.
Kwan got 1 vote, and Rocchio surprisingly got 2, which, by the way, that would have had to have been a write-in. So 2 people wrote in Brian Rocchio. So thank you for those 2 people who wrote him in.
I'm happy that they did. I do wish we should have had people explain their votes.
There are some people that did explain their votes. They did put in parentheses why they particularly voted for a person.
Okay.
Maybe later on, maybe next year, I'll add a text box underneath saying, would you like to explain your vote?
I think it should be
Explain
required.
yourself.
Justify yourself.
If you're choosing anyone other than Jose Ramirez as your MVP, it should be mandatory for you to explain that.
I mean, for team
unless
MVP,
it's Brian Rocchio, and then fine.
No, Stephen Kwan needs a justification for team MVP.
He's a very good leadoff hitter. He hits first every day.
The justification is that was Michaela's
Gold Glove.
vote.
Okay. All right.
Almost certainly, yeah.
All wonderful players, all deserving. You know what? Honestly, I think the results they're accurate. Okay. Yeah, he deserved a vote.
September fall playoff Rocchio deserves a mention.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll include that one September MVP later on. Or August, whichever one
monthly MVP of each month. I wouldn't be able to remember.
No, I wouldn't either.
April
we would have
MVP.
to do that at the end of each month.
1 week of March MVP.
Preseason MVP. That is Austin Hedges
Spring
right
training.
there. All right. Our next one is Team Cy Young. So our nominees were Gavin Williams, which I'm looking at it now and I misspelled his name. Good job, Megan.
Just one Gavin Williams.
That's a single, just the one Gavin Williams. Cade Smith. And then we had 2 write-ins. All caps. Eric MF Zabrowski. And Brian Rocchio.
Listen, I am so glad that somebody took the time out of their day to vote for Eric Zabrowski because
Agreed.
he deserves some kind of recognition in these awards.
Fully agree. I love me and Nicole both love us some Eric Zabrowski.
You guys know that I am like the middle reliever stan, so I'm
It's
very
true.
proud of him.
He's right up your alley.
Yep. He's my guy.
We're forming a small Eric Zabrowski fan club. I appreciate
Exactly.
Exactly.
And our team Cy Young with 71.7% of the vote is the single Gavin Williams.
Just one.
Just one. Cade Smith received 23.9% of the vote, and then Eric got 1, Rocchio got 1. I'm going to go through. I'm going to mention every single one. But yeah, I think this one's pretty easy. Gavin was lights out this year. He was, I, you know what? I should have added another one, most likely to pitch a no-hitter first, because I think
that'll just upset some people, which is good because then they'll all do it.
Yeah. Yeah. We have to rally and not vote Slade. Like, don't even put Slade's name on there, and then
Oh.
it'll anger him, and he'll print it out, hang it in his locker, and then go pitch like 5 no-hitters next year.
He would.
Yeah.
He would.
And no one else is going to know it's happening. Like,
Yeah.
Gavin Williams is oblivious to this, that there
Oh,
was
absolutely.
a competition.
Well, he didn't know that he had a no-hitter going until like the 7th or something. Like, it was deep into the game, and he's like, oh.
It's the way to do it. It's like when you're playing carnival games, you just not try, and then that's when you win.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm excited to see him next year. I think between him and Slade and Tanner, we've got a good solid rotation there. And I think Tanner was looking good at the end of the year too. I think he's gonna find himself next year too.
I agree.
I feel like there's going to be way less like distraction next year. So
Let's sure hope.
yeah, that's important for pitchers, obviously. So that should help.
Yes. Yeah. Especially since the distracting this year was pitchers.
Hmm.
So
And they were being accused, if we really want to get into it, but
Yeah,
we don't
Hector.
have to. Anyway,
all right.
no funny business next season.
No. Stay on track. Eyes forward.
Clear hearts can't lose.
I'm like, what is that phrase? Someone's gonna get it for me. Thank you, Nicole. All right, next up we have Team Rookie of the Year. So I feel like we're always a team of rookies. Our nominees were Parker Messick, George Valera, Nick Enright. We had a couple write-ins too, which were CJ Cafin.
I can guess one.
And with one singular vote for Rookie of the Year, Ryan Rocchio.
I'm happier knowing that somebody wrote in Brian Rocchio for every answer, because I was reviewing the submissions and I thought, man, how does Brian Rocchio still have rookie status? This man has been in the league for like 4 years.
So what was your
also did
questioning
not.
with the Cy Young one?
Allie's like, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I don't think he pitched at all, but if he did, it would have worked.
He would have thrown the no-hitter.
Oh my God.
One singular inning, yes. Nobody's hitting that.
I am surprised 5 people wrote in CJ Kafis, and I love that. I love that for
Yes.
CJ.
Yeah,
I
I
love
am
that for
surprised
CJ
we
too.
didn't have him listed as an option. We had a lot of rookies that contributed, though.
Mhm.
We did,
Cargo,
yeah. I
George,
think,
Kafis.
yeah. Did Cafis premiere before George? I think he did, actually, now that I'm thinking
I
about
think
it.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure why I didn't include him. I'm sorry, CJ.
We just had too many good options.
True,
Mhm.
truly. And
Also,
with,
though, I do think Parker should have had a higher percentage of the votes because he, like, I don't know, it's just insane what he did this year, and I'm still, like, baffled that he did as well as he did.
He gives middle reliever energy. He's not one, but it makes
Exactly.
yeah.
and with 56.5% of the vote, Parker Messick is our team rookie of the year. George Valera got 17.4%, Nick Enright got 13%, and CJ got 10.9% of the vote. And Brian Rocchio got 2.2% of the vote.
Am I crazy, or do I feel like the results of this vote almost reflect the amount of time that each player was up in the big leagues? Like, everyone
Yeah.
who came up did well. It's just some of them had more of an opportunity than others.
I feel like Nick was up earlier in the year.
That's true.
Did he get?
Nick
did
was
he-
up early. And
But
then
he
He
did get
was up
injured,
last year
right?
too, wasn't he? Or
Was
the
he?
year before?
Who?
I don't
For
think
like a
Enright.
game or two?
Enright.
No, because he was injured for most of last year, I do believe.
Weird. I feel like I just remember
That's
him
why I
being up
don't
for
trust
like
what I'm saying.
an
Face.
inning.
Well,
Google
it's
it.
just because every relief pitcher that we call up performs so well that it seems like they've been here for years. But I really do think he debuted this year.
Yeah, maybe
I
I'm just
think he
thinking of
did
like
too.
watching him in a Clippers game or something.
Or maybe Nick Hazy, because Nick Hazy came up and down a couple times.
That could be it. I don't know why I get them mixed up.
It's the name.
Yep.
It's just a bunch of basic white boys. We're starting to fall into the Orioles.
Well, as long as we don't have to deal with the Parker Messick, was it like there was a bunch of M names and the Clippers bullpen
Oh yeah.
last year, like Miziasic, Messick, and then Andrew something. I can't remember his name unless that was Miziasic. I don't remember. But
Andrew
there was
Miller.
a bunch of M.
Andrew. Not this year. But yeah, I think Messick is the right pick here. He was lights out, man. He looked professional from the get-go. Um, so another one I'm really excited to see. The human windmill, I'm calling him. That man is all arms and legs. I was looking for a picture of him and there was a couple pictures of him mid like at release, like the when he's like releasing the ball and he's got an arm up, a leg out, a leg down, and the other one off to the side. Like literally he's making a plus sign because his every single limb is going in a different direction. It's insane. He looks
Call
like
that
that.
man Don Quixote.
Oh, that's a
I'm
good one.
sorry. I'm sorry. That was bad.
Do we need Wendy to cut that out? Real quick, shout out to Wendy. She has come on as our editor, our audio editor. So hopefully our audio will be cleaner, a little bit slicker, not as many ums and ahs and pauses. She's been doing a great job the past couple weeks, and we're very happy to have her on. Next up, Team Comeback Player of the Year. Our nominees for this one were George Valera, Tanner Bybee, and then a couple write-ins. Brian Rocchio receiving 2 votes this time, which I think for Comeback Player of the Year
This one's reasonable.
is valid. Valid. I will give you this one. Gavin Williams got 2 votes. Nick Enright got 1 vote. Chase DeLauder got 1 vote. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. When people don't write exactly the same thing, it breaks out as separate votes. So Gavin Williams actually got 3 votes for this, and then Bo Naylor got 1 vote. But with 46.7% of the vote, George Valera, which I think is the correct choice. Just him getting up to the majors and getting a hit is, I think, his baseline. Like that right there is a success. But to do what he did late in the season, I like that man was taking at bats as though he has been up the entire year.
He is a wake up and swing type of guy.
I was very,
Just
very
wants
impressed
to
with him.
contribute.
Yeah, and
And he
his
did.
injury is a pretty severe one. I mean, he probably wasn't able to walk for a long time. And it's not an injury that you see a lot in baseball either. So it's not like you could look around at other guys and think, oh, there is hope for me. I will be back one day. It's probably pretty scary. So to see the 1 year flashbacks of him laying in a hotel bed post-op to being in the lineup for some playoff games, that's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool comeback for George Valera.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was almost like a year to the day from when he hit his first home run in Progressive to that picture Allie was talking about of him post-op in the hotel.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, the fact that he was, just to echo what Allie was saying, just the fact that he was able to come back after that injury and then not only make it, but then contribute the way he did, because he did contribute a lot.
Oh,
I now
absolutely.
can't imagine a lineup without him right now.
Yes, fully agree. Again, I know I'm saying this for like every single guy, but another one that I'm super excited to see next year and see how well he can do with a full year and hopefully a full year in the majors under his belt.
Everything just feels like it's gonna like come together at the right time at the beginning of the season, and I'm just like so stoked for it all to happen.
I'm hoping, man. It's our
Although I
off-season
do feel like we
Delulu.
say that every year.
I know, right? Exactly. I'm like, I can tell you that I said that exact same thing right now, last year, like a year from now.
Cleveland fans are nothing without hope. That's
It
all
has
we've
to come
got
true
going
one
for
of these
us.
Truly.
times. So, okay.
Truly, when you have not won a World Series since 1948, what else do you have? How can you be a fan of this team if you can't hope
Yep.
every year, forever and ever? One day, it'll happen. In our lifetime. I'm speaking it into the universe. All right, next up is Team Reliever of the Year. Our nominees were Cade Smith, Tim Herron, Austin Hedges, and then our 2 write-ins were Matt Festa and Brian Rocchio.
So we gotta know the Matt Festa vote is Quincy.
No,
he's turned around
actually,
on him. Was
I'm
it?
actually no, because there's a little emoji next to it. I know exactly who this is.
Can we just talk for a second that Tim Herron got 0 votes?
I know, poor Timmy. He came back and he did really well after his stint down in Columbus.
I think Tim Herron came back strong. I don't even think it's his fault, though. I think Cade Smith deserved all these votes. I wanted to complain a little that he didn't get as many Cy Young votes, just because given everything that happened, I think his contributions were so important. But I didn't need to complain then because I knew he won Team Reliever of the Year and he would get his flowers. Austin Hedges is just always a good vote. I like Matt Festa as a write-in because Matt Festa was important and we were not nice to him. And I know
Fully agreed.
We're beating a dead horse. We've done this conversation before, but I liked that vote. And then Brian Rocchio, a given, of course.
Also, really quick off topic, congratulations to Matt Festa and his brand new wife. They just got married in Ireland, and fun fact, Cal Raleigh was at his wedding and possibly in his wedding party.
If this ever gets back to Matt Festa or anyone who knows Matt Festa, can you explain the owl in the wedding photos, please?
Maybe it's just an Irish thing because I think I'm like 99% certain they got married in Ireland.
I could Google that after that. We'll figure this out.
I'm gonna hard pivot in tone and rant a little bit about the fact that Cade did not get AL Reliever of the Year, and that is an atrocity and a disservice to the sport.
Who did? I didn't even pay attention.
Oh, our lovely favorite wife beater, Aroldis Chapman.
Boo.
Big hearty boo on that one. Could have given it to the nice guy who loves his wife. Instead, he gave it to the person who beats his family. Sorry, I'm getting spicy. It's the wine.
Nicole's had a couple drinks tonight, so.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be an award show if there weren't drinks.
Very true.
And those were valid points. Cade Smith is my reliever of the year. He's our team reliever of the year.
He just won his very first Lookie, which I think is way
more important.
Exactly. Way more prestigious than
his dad's going to retweet that. Like, that means more to me. That Tim Smith cares that his son won a Lookie.
Yes, Coach Smith, we love your son. Congratulations on reliever of the year. Please let him know. Text him his award.
I personally think that Cade is on the edge of his seat right now, wondering, am I going to get this tomorrow when the episode comes out?
Him and his wife are huddled together.
Do you think there's really that much suspense over who would win team reliever of the year? Like, he knows, right? He knows.
It's the fact that we're giving it to him.
Yeah. Well, Class A wasn't winning it, so.
No. Moving on. Now we're moving in. So we've done a bunch of wonderful, sweet awards, normal awards. Now we're going into some Lookie specials, maybe we'll call them. I don't know.
The more important ones.
So first up, biggest aura farmer. Our nominees were Brian Rocchio, Gabriel Arias, and then one vote specifically for Nolan Jones being 6'6". So good third place runner up. Thank you for that. But with 82.6% of the vote, Brian Rocchio, our favorite Twitch streamer.
The only right answer. Yeah, the pictures of him Twitch streaming this week, shirtless, it's like he was actively campaigning for this vote.
Truly.
I wanted to post screenshots of that on Out of Context Baseball, but like, we are the only people that would get it. We are the only people that would think that it's funny. So it's like, I can't post that.
No, post it for the guards. Post it for us.
I followed Sabrina Carpenter, the Short and Sweet tour, because I love seeing her new bodysuits and her new two pieces. I have been tuning into Brian Rocchio's stream to see his new streaming outfits in the same way. So last night, much to my surprise, the shirtless with the bucket hat, that's up there with Sabrina Carpenter's tartan bodysuit. Okay, and I need you to understand that tartan bodysuit from her Scotland leg of her European tour was my favorite of all of her bodysuits so far. So Brian Rocchio, shirtless with a bucket hat, Sabrina Carpenter, tartan bodysuit. Same.
So get him in the bodysuit is what you're saying?
I am
dazzle his controller.
obsessed with the fact that you are comparing and contrasting Brian Rocchio and Sabrina Carpenter.
He plays shortstop. He's short and sweet too, okay?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Beautiful. Thank you.
Exactly.
Oh, goodness me.
Do we need to hash out Brian Rocchio's biggest aura farming moments? Because I would start personally with cleaning out the locker.
Oh my
And
God,
we all
Locker
thought he
Gate.
was
That was last year, so that's technically not
Still counts.
eligible for this award. But I think we can keep it in the back of our mind as kind of like a special.
Yeah, and then when was outfield meditation with the sunglasses, which is fantastic because most people meditate with their eyes closed. I don't know why he needs sunglasses, but because he's an aura farmer.
Exactly. And then
and then
obviously the glasses.
the Twitch streaming, and then also the home run. Was that in the wild cards? I hate that I don't
Oh,
remember.
his walk-off?
Yeah, the one time
The
he
one that, like,
actually aura
squeaked
farmed
by?
in the game. Yeah.
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 Was
I
that a
also
walk-off?
want to. Yeah, it was against the Rangers.
Okay,
That's what
yeah.
sealed like
Yes,
the
yes, thank you.
division.
Yeah.
No, I also want to nominate the fact that he posts his own fan cams on his TikTok. I'm falling in love with Brian Rocchio. Just
I am too,
he's
in all
bringing this upon
honesty.
himself.
And there are a couple of fans that I interact with on Twitter that have been Brian Rocchio fans forever. So I don't want to act like I'm the OG Brian Rocchio fan. I'm happy for those people that Brian Rocchio love is mainstream now.
Yes.
They deserve it. They deserve their long stays.
It's difficult being the fan of someone that everyone else kind of hates for a while. And then when everybody else turns around and is like, oh, we actually all love him. There's a part of you in the back of your head that's like, I was there in the trenches.
Also,
You
does he
don't
get
deserve
bonus
it.
points? Because I do think aura farming can sometimes, it has a bad connotation, but he's doing it successfully. Like everyone loves him. It's working.
Yeah. I mean, if the thing is, it's working because he gains some kind of superpowers in the fall. And it's kind of like cold weather Owen Miller.
Brian
Like-
Rocchio only plays in September. No complaints.
I mean, if he shows up for that playoff push in the playoffs, that's when we need him.
Yep. If it's a month that ends with Burr, he'll show up.
Ryan Rocchio.
On that note,
Most likely to forget what inning it is. So I have some beef with some of these write-ins. So our official nominees were Brian Rocchio, too busy video game streaming, Gabriel Arias, too busy playing with his hair, and Eric Zabrowski, too busy yapping. Which, by the way, Eric did not get as many votes as he should have. He honestly, I think he should have won this. That's my bias showing. 3 people, though, voted for Austin Hedges. And let me just say to those 3 people that voted for Austin Hedges, whether or not it was a joke, yes, he's kind of a himbo off the field. On the field, though, in that dugout, that man is locked in. He knows the pitch count. He knows what pitch the pitcher's going to throw next. He knows how many outs there are. He knows what inning it is. He knows who's coming in next. He knows everything. Is he still acting like a clown if he's not playing? Sure. Yes, he is. But he's locked in. As soon as the game is over, all out of his head. It's gone. Butterflies into the night. But between the first pitch and that last hit, locked the fuck in.
Every day, Stephen Vogt is just like, please give me 3 hours, man. That's all I need.
That's what the Red Bull's for.
Mm-hmm.
It gives him focus.
Exactly. It gives him that pinpoint laser accuracy focus. So now that I'm off my soapbox, with 47.8% of the vote, Gabriel Arias is most likely to forget what inning it is, which valid, unfortunately, I think.
He's
Sorry.
banned from the iPad.
Yeah, no iPad time for him. That's
He
going
figured out how to
to
bypass the like children's locks and and can access the games on it, so they have to ban him from it. That's my theory.
fair. Rocchio got 23.9% of the vote and Zabrowski got 19.6% of the vote, which, like I said, I part of me as the owner of this was going to override everybody and give it to Sabrowski. So I'm giving him an honorable mention because he is just out there in the bullpen yapping away and has
Yapping up a
no
storm.
idea what's going on until I'm blanking on our bullpen coach's name all of a sudden. Goldberg? Brad. Until Brad says, Sabrowski, you're up. And then he locks in, I'm sure. But up until then, just an absolute ADHD.
You have to have
Chaos
some
Goblin.
Canadian whimsy to balance the Canadian demon.
It's true. I do like how Sabrowski and Cade balance each other. I'm sure Cade just absolutely it drives him mad out there.
I just imagine Cade like sits like both feet on the ground, both hands on an armrest,
Right
back
angle
perfectly
legs.
straight, right angle legs, just watching out of the bullpen until he calls, and then he's called up, and then he just like rotates just his head like the Terminator, and then stands like a robot, and then goes and warms up. Like that's gotta be it, right?
The majority of the game, he's just like vibrating in his seat.
I like the thought of Eric Sabrowski's setup man so that Cade can finally get some peace and quiet when it's time for him to warm up.
Yes. That's perfect.
He just sends a little text to Vote that's like, he's talking too much. Please save me.
Please put him in the game. I can't sit next to him any longer. But they love each other. It's all up.
They're all brothers, and I'm sure the bullpen has a good bond, especially now. Next up, least trustworthy babysitter. Our nominees for this were Austin Hedges, Brian Rocchio, Slade Ciccone, and then we had a couple of write-ins. So I'm going to drop a couple of them. One write-in was for Manzardo because apparently a mustache is a no-no for babysitters. Who knew?
I never had a babysitter with a mustache, so
That's true.
they have a point.
Someone also wrote in Manzo saying that he'll drop them.
That was mean.
That's
Leave
mean.
him alone.
He's a baby. He'll get better.
Or he's a DH and he won't need to.
Exactly. Another write-in for Emmanuel Clase. Someone else also wrote in Luis Ortiz. He would gamble away my kid.
Every award show should allow write-in votes forever. That's
With
great.
parentheses.
With parentheses. Why Ortiz though and not Clase? I mean, clearly.
Yeah, there's no reason for Class A. It just says his name.
Yeah.
We can infer.
I mean, it's
but-
probably the same reason, in all honesty.
No, because what would really happen is Clase would gamble away your kid and Ortiz would be involved, but he would genuinely think he was just babysitting. He wouldn't know that kid had been gambled away to you. He didn't know.
Clase
Anyway.
just told him to throw a specific pitch.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Just
Allegedly.
like Clase handed him your child and said, just watch the child for a few hours. I'll hand you $6,000 at the end.
Allegedly.
Don't leave your babies with any of them. But really, they might be wonderful parents and babysitters.
They might be. Who
They
knows?
probably are.
I'm just glad people have picked up on Slade's lack of trustworthiness for a
No, but
babysitter.
I think that he would try very hard and be nervous the whole time.
I think my write-in for it was that he would get mad if the baby, I'm assuming baby, like in my mind, that the baby would be crying and scare away all the fishes. Because that man loves to fish.
I think and I think he's a valid answer for least trustworthy, but I don't think it would be for lack of effort, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
He is trying. So Rocchio got 3 votes.
Of course.
Slade got 8 votes. And with 31 votes, 67.4% is Austin Hedges.
This was endorsed by Mrs. Bieber.
Yes. Yes. If you guys follow Shane's wife on Instagram when she was pregnant, when she had just given birth earlier this year, she did one of her Q&As on her Insta stories. And someone asked, I think, if Austin was going to babysit. And she basically laughed and said no. Uncle Austin.
At least she's honest.
Will not be left alone with the baby, which fair. So next one, we decided to try most trustworthy babysitter. Again, we had a couple write-ins. Our our nominees were Lane Thomas, Daniel Schneeman, and David Fry. Basically, some of the fathers. Of course, there's our one single Brian Rocchio right in. John Kenzie Noel, he says a gentle giant, kids don't throw breaking balls. Someone also said, also Austin Hedges. Someone mentioned, and I don't know, oh, maybe it's this, they mean all three nominees that I wrote in initially, all three together, all babysitters, and it's just them playing catch with your kid, which, oh, adorable.
That would be adorable.
That would be super
Wait, like
adorable.
they're playing a game of catch with your kid, or like your kid is the ball and they're playing catch with your kid?
Madeline, I'm glad you said that because my thought was that the kid is also the ball, and I thought, why?
Yeah,
Why is
I
that
was
whole-
like, that's not good.
I mean, they are professional baseball players. And the three we wrote down are outfielders, so
So they can throw that kid
fine.
far.
they can throw that kid far, and they can do a diving catch. So either.
This must have been a tough question. I mean, I think this is the most even split of votes of any award we have.
It is true. David
don't
Fry
know.
got 40% of the vote. So basically all those write-ins got basically one. We also had one write-in for Kyle Manzardo, and we had one write-in for Stephen Kwan. Lane only got 2 votes, but David Fry got 40% of the vote. And then with 42.2% of the vote was Schneeman.
I agree
He
with
would
that.
also be my vote because I think it was the last time I was on, we talked about just like how wholesome and polite he is. And I feel like he would be like he doesn't really want to babysit your kid, but he will say yes because it's the nice thing to do.
He also gives the energy of like evenly splits parenting duties when he is home.
I see that.
So he seems like the most dad of the group.
Yeah.
He also just recently, big congratulations to the Schneeman family. They just welcomed their second child about
Yay.
2 months ago, it looks
So
like.
he's got reps in.
Yes, they've got 2 kids. He's a girl dad, so him
Got a
and
resume.
yes, him and Fry both are girl dads. I think Thomas has 2 boys now. I think because is his wife pregnant or did she just have a baby?
They just
One
had,
of the 2.
I think I remember seeing the name.
There were a lot of babies and pregnancies this year, guys.
There was.
There were so many. The Wags had this combined bridal shower and baby shower that I saw on Instagram a little bit, and there were like 4 different weddings and like 6 different babies. It was insane.
I respect putting that all into one party. Good.
Yeah. Oh,
Smart
yes.
planning. Good job, everyone.
Yes, the
Quick
Wags were on
aside.
top of it this year. Whoever planned that, good job.
One
Small
shopping
aside,
trip.
Since we're congratulating people, congrats to Bo Naylor, who just
Oh,
got engaged
yeah.
in Italy like a couple weeks ago. So,
In
yeah.
Italy, yes. Beautiful. It's going to be so many babies and weddings and engagements.
This is the fun part of having a young team.
Yes, yes, you get to celebrate all these fun little milestones with the boys. So, yes, congrats to Bo and his new fiance. Next up, we have there's no choices for this. There was no write-in. There was only one vote allowed. I am anti-mustache across the board, except for one mustache is allowed. With 100% of the vote, Kyle Manzardo overwhelmingly wins Best Mustache.
I agree. The voters were right.
Yes.
100% correct.
Kyle Manzardo, Tom Selleck, and the diabetes guy. So the only valid mustaches on my list.
There's one of the Flyers players, because this week was the dad's trip for the Flyers. One of their dads has a Tom Selleck type mustache, the diabetes man type mustache. And everyone was going crazy on hockey Twitter, like trying to figure out whose dad he was just because of how impressive the mustache was.
So for Halloween, Austin Hedges posted his girlfriend posted a photo on Instagram of them, and they did a cute little couple's costume as Mario and Princess Peach. And Austin, I appreciate that he committed to the bit, but he shaved his beard. And it gave me the ick.
It'll be back in 2 days.
It's going. Yes, it's definitely he's gonna blink and he's gonna have a full beard again. But I saw that and visibly like cringed in upon myself. So there is a possibility that I could stop, maybe not stop being a fan, but just pause for a moment in time while his beard grows back. Oh. Next up on our list, congrats to Kyle on his best mustache. Most likely to be an alien / time traveler. Our nominees were Kate Smith, Hunter Gaddis, Tim Herron, and then our couple of everyone got we had a couple write-ins for one for Matt Festa. Valid. I feel I could see that.
The time traveler portion, yeah.
Yeah. Brian Rocchio got 2 votes. One specifically calling out Brian Rocchio's sunglasses. Sure. Kyle Manzardo and Logan Allen. I can kind of see Allen being an alien. I see that.
Yeah.
So this
I
is
like that
really
these are combined into one. Like, I don't normally... Alien and time traveler are not the same vibes to me. So I like that this is combined into one vote because it could mean so many things.
See, but here my
process
justification
Yes.
for Cade Smith being both an alien and a time traveler is that if anybody here is a Doctor Who fan, Cade Smith is giving 12th Doctor Peter Capaldi because he's like very stoic, very like actually I don't know if you can see it, but I have oh no, my thing's on, but I have a cardboard cutout life size of Peter Capaldi in this room. Anywho, he's giving 12th Doctor very stoic, very like serious, but he cares about like saving the human race, all that blah blah blah. So
I see
that's my
that.
justification for Cade Smith.
I like that justification. And with 39.1% of the vote, Cade Smith was our winner.
So I had nominated Kate Smith because there is an alien from Men in Black that looks like Kate Smith with a wig, but I cannot remember what Men in Black it was. I think it's in the mailroom scene where Will Smith and Biz Markie are beatboxing back and forth at each other. It might be that one because I watch that one a lot every time it comes across my TikTok. But there is a Men in Black alien that looks like Kate Smith in a wig.
So this award was actually just created for Cade Smith.
Yes.
I think so.
Basically, yeah.
Perfect.
We
He
just
does
couldn't
seem
have
of
2 in a
different
row with
era.
only one option.
Yeah.
So I think, Allie, you originally said this most likely to be an alien award, and I was the one who added time traveler. Because Cade Smith, from the very first moment I saw him in a post-game interview, reminded me of a World War II a draftee. Like that man was going to walk off the mound and fly over and fight some Germans. Like that's his bone structure is just toss a fedora and a suit on that man, and he could be being drafted into the war right now. So that's kind of what gave me that vibe, was that Cade Smith was going to win this award regardless. So he could be either an alien or a time traveler. I get the vibe from both.
Alien, time traveler, team reliever of the year. What a busy season. Good for Cade.
What can he do?
All that hardware.
I hope he enjoys it. Next up, we have Best Bromance. So this one was pretty evenly split. Our nominees originally were Logan T. Allen and Hunter Gaddis. The whole outfield combined. Vote in Albernez, R.I.P. Vote in Hedges. And then our couple of write-ins were Rocchio and Arias, and then Manzardo and DeLauder, which, my bad that I forgot to include them. I am very sorry.
I like
LT.
this award because I have so many wonderful things to say about every single nomination. I hope that Manzardo and DeLauder become mainstays in our lineup and that we can continue rooting for them for years to come. And those pictures of them from the Arizona Fall League, I think, 2 seasons ago? I hope we get to keep using those for years to come. Vote in Albernaz, what a duo. And I'm glad they got one last ride together before we knew we were going to lose Albernaz eventually, and I hope we see him do well. Rocchio and Arias, I don't know if I ever would have thought of them as a bromance, But I do think that for the first couple years of each of their careers, they were constantly being pitted against each other because they were competing for shortstop while Jimenez was at second. And I think this year, when they were both on the team and they were no longer in competition with each other, they were just both here. I think we saw the best version of each of them when there was no you're fighting for a spot. But when they both had the confidence that they had a job, I think we got the best version of them. And so I really don't think I would have thought of them as a bromance until this season when it's like, congrats, we made it out alive. And then lastly, the whole outfield. I love every time. I mean, we had a rotation out there of outfielders, but every single rookie outfielder that got caught up knew the celebration after a win. And I want to know when those rookies got called up and they're out there learning how to play the wall, learning positioning. When was there time in the schedule where it was like, okay, now I'm going to get together with Stephen Kwan and we're going to learn the outfield celebration?
They
Was
have
that
to.
scheduled? Because they all knew it.
I like to think when Will Brennan was down with Columbus, he was just teaching them that. So when they got called up, they knew.
Yeah, they knew.
He was doing some pre-teaching.
He's like, by the way, he's like, you guys are most likely to get called up this year. So let's go ahead and rehearse this.
But no, the Rookie and Arias one. Yeah. The Rookie and Arias one too. Like, I love watching old video footage of Jose and Lindor interacting with Santana because it reminds me so much of Arias and Rocchio bothering Jose. So like they've just kind of become that new dynamic. The LTA Gaddis was such a deep cut that you kind of have to follow Gaddis's girlfriend on TikTok because she posts a lot on TikTok. And like they're always like out together, so that one's you have to kind of be chronically online to understand that bromance.
Also, I love that we're still clarifying Logan T. Allen.
He's always going to be Logan T. Allen. That's the thing. It's just never, it's never going to stop. OG Logan Allen was a good dude, so hopefully he's out there doing some good. But like I said, between a couple of these, there was a pretty even split, actually. 12 votes for the whole outfield, 13 votes for vote hedges, and with the winner, with 15 votes, is vote Alvarez, RIP.
Vote flew to Baltimore to be in the first row for Craig Alvarez's first press conference. If that's not a bromance, I don't know what is.
Man, what's up with people campaigning for votes that they didn't know existed? He did that on purpose.
He's like, I've got one more week to push for this now that this happened. Now that the Lookies
he
got
called the
back.
FBI, was like, you got to release the indictment, so they push this another week. I got something planned.
I am very disappointed that we will not get more vote Alvarez out of this year. That was a bummer. I mean, like we mentioned, we always knew Alvarez was going to leave. We always knew he was going to get poached at some point. I honest to God did not think we were just going to get 2 years out of him. I really thought we at least had one more, if not two. So, as we said before, congratulations to Craig. Hope he does well. I hope we still kick his ass whenever we play them. Next up, the receiver of the lobe, aka the most improved. We only had one nominee for this, and then we had a singular write-in of Daniel Schneemann. Which fair, but also Schneemann's old. So he's received the lobe. He's had it for several years. So with 97.8% of the vote, which I think is the valid, most obvious winner of the receiver of the lobe is Brian Rocchio.
Yay!
Yay! You have received the lobe. Good job, my child.
I like Schneemann as a write-in here, and I'm surprised he only got one vote. I don't know if most improved is the right word, but I was not anticipating Daniel Schneemann becoming as big of a role player on the team as he did, and so I can see where that vote became a write-in for most improved because his role this year was much heavier than I could have anticipated, and he lived up to it. I mean, he contributed.
There was a moment in time when we were starting an all-star campaign for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully
At the
next
moment
year,
time, I
Danny.
was starting a Gold Glove campaign for him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
absolutely. So I don't hate that write-in vote. I'm surprised there weren't more of them. Brian Rocchio deserves this though.
Yes, no, he absolutely does. All right, next up, we've got the Got That Dog in Him award. This one, I'll be honest, surprised me. Our nominees were David Fry, Tanner Bybee, Slade Ciccone, and then a couple of our write-ins were surprise, surprise, Brian Rocchio, Daniel Schneeman, and Cade Smith. And with 62.2% of the vote, 28 votes, Slade Ciccone.
He's so Cleveland.
He
Oh, I love
really
Slade.
is. I
That
love Slade
doesn't
too.
really surprise me though, because he outperformed his metrics all year. The only explanation is that he's got that dog in him.
That's
To see
true.
when he strikes out a batter and like walks off, does his little strut off the mound. It's like
He
he's got the dog in him.
prowls. Like there's no other word for that like strut he does. It's not a strut, it's not a K strut. It's a prowl. That man is like animalistic. I honest to God thought that was going to go to Bybee or Fry with taking the ball to the face and then coming back and hanging out with the boys. Not doing anything, but just being there is a big thing.
I do think Tanner Bybee also has that dog in him.
Oh yeah, no,
But,
he
you know,
absolutely does. Yes. He's going
and
to
he was our
honestly
second place winner, so he was the runner up.
he's going to be
Yeah.
mad that he lost this. So,
Yeah. This is perfect. These awards only exist to generate competition between our starting pitchers. We're all going to win because of this.
When we have 7 no-hitters, 2 perfect games, and at least 20 immaculate innings, you guys are welcome.
Exactly.
Remember this.
it's because of us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we got most I hope he bounces back. Our nominees for this one were Nick Enright, Will Brennan, Angel Martinez, and our write-ins were Nolan Jones, Brian Rocchio, and Hunter Gaddis, which again, Brian Rocchio, thank you.
I want to go on the record that I did not nominate Will Brennan. I nominated Nick Enright. So
There are just so many like good options for this one because there are so many points throughout the year where it's like you hate to see it. And
Yeah.
then because like obviously mostly everybody on this team is like such a good guy and you hate to see anything bad happen to them. But
I like
most
the
of them did bounce back.
nomination of Brian Rocchio, both for most improved, implying that he's already good, and 2, I hope he bounces back, implying that he was not good and needs to come back.
He did get sent down for a little bit.
I was
So.
gonna
He
say
did.
both are kind of true.
yeah.
That's fair. I do like Angel Martinez as the nomination though, because it looks like I don't know if he has attached himself to Jose Ramirez or if that's mutual, but if Jose adopts a player, I suddenly have immense faith in that player to become successful. So I agree, and I hope he does bounce back from a tough year.
Yes, and so in third place with 10 votes was Will Brennan. In second place with 12 votes was Nick Enright. And in first place with 19 votes was Angel, which I agree. He had a bit of a rough year this year. I think a lot was asked from him. He's never played center, right? This was his first year starting in center.
Yep.
And honestly, I think he did the best he could. He tried. And, he made some good plays. He made some not so good plays. And that's what
He
happens.
got a grand slam.
That's true.
There
He
was a
did
grand
get a
slam in
grand
there.
slam. So he's showing some flashes. So I agree that I think he's the one that I hope bounces back next year.
To those of you who voted for Nolan Jones, and it looks like it was multiple people.
It was three people.
That man has fallen down and bounced back. It's like he's on a damn trampoline. I hope you guys have some patience and have strong I don't know. I hope he bounces back again for you guys. This has been quite the saga.
We'll see what happens with him. Next up is Worst with Money. So originally our nominees.
This is insane that this was a category.
Well, and I before we reveal the winner, it looks like a lot of these votes were entered before certain news was disclosed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the votes would look different if we had opened voting after the news came out. Anyway.
Yes, our original nominees were Jose, quote, owns a Tesla Cybertruck Ramirez, Brian Rocchio, and Austin Hedges. We had some write-ins, but we are washing this, making an executive decision, and calling out, awarding this to Emmanuel Classe and Luis Ortiz.
I want to give a shout out to Brian. What the fuck were those sunglasses, Rokio?
Yes, that was one of our write-in nominations.
Also, honestly, close second to the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
I'm
also
curious
like
as how much they cost.
I like the if Ortiz and Class A aren't acceptable answers than Mr. Cybertruck.
Which, yeah, we got a
Jose,
couple
Cybertruck,
write-ins
please.
for Ortiz
Also,
and Classe.
why did Angel Martinez and Austin Hedges catch strays here? What?
I mean, I'll admit it. I'm the one who added Austin Hedges to this category.
He's probably just buying
did he
goofy
do?
shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to the little toy machines at the mall and buying everything he can.
How many Labubus do you think Austin Hedges owns?
Exactly.
I do care. Well, I mean, Angel's got some bling on him, so that could be some of it. Like you're still in pre-arb, buddy. You're too young to be spending that kind of money.
Yeah.
Jose at least has the money to be able to buy a Cybertruck and never drive it.
Once again, though, as if they were actively campaigning for this award, you had the option for the $20 million remaining dollars on your contract or $12,000 to throw a non-strike. Tough decision, everybody. But we made the wrong one, don't you worry. Congratulations to our worst with money owners.
And shout out to Pajes for
For fucking that up.
swinging at the ball.
It's beautiful, honestly. That might be one of the only Dodgers that I respect now.
Honestly, what a generational... That man blew up this gambling ring and won a World Series within like 3 months. What a productive summer.
Good for him. Good for him.
The true Guardians MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Our next award is most excited to watch next season. Our nominees were Chase DeLauder, George Valera, CJ Capus, and then write-ins for Daniel Schneeman and Brian Rocchio. Thank you very much. With 60.9% of the vote, Chase DeLauder, which I think that's pretty fair. George got 10 votes and CJ got 6 votes, which I think is good, but I think most people are most excited to see Chase next year with the surprise call up in the playoffs.
I'm most excited to see him play, and I'm most excited to see that his call up means we might be getting serious about being a good team finally. I don't know, though. That might be asking for too much.
We'll see what happens when our opening day lineup is announced. I think that's going to be the biggest tell as to how next year is going to go. Because preseason is always just about, since everybody's allowed to come to preseason and they get everybody batting and playing time. I don't take anything out of preseason as of how the regular season is going to look. But for now, we can gab. Our next one is best drip, as the kids say. Do the kids still say that? Do they still say drip?
I don't know.
We don't now.
I don't know. Kids?
I was told that I have drip at work the other day, so
yes.
Ooh,
maybe.
Look at you, fancy lady.
I was wearing a Snoopy Christmas sweater.
That's amazing.
How old was the person who said you had drip?
Like 50.
Oh, no. The kids aren't
So the
saying
kids
it.
don't
kids
say it
aren't saying
anymore.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, man. Beautiful. All right. So our nominees were Bo Naylor, Stephen Kwan, Jose Ramirez. Our write-in was Brian, quote unquote, sunglasses Rocchio, which fair. Thank you. If we would have known, if we would have seen the TikTok streaming prior to making this category, possibly we could have put Rocchio in here as an actual nominee and not just a write-in. But
Is it drip if you're not wearing clothes? I guess he was wearing a bucket hat.
he was wearing a bucket hat.
He was wearing the bucket hat.
The bucket hat.
Counts.
Do tattoos count? I don't know.
Permanent drip.
Permanent drip. With 8
Um,
votes was Stephen Kwan, with 15 votes was Bo Naylor, and with 21 votes is Jose Ramirez.
okay, so
I am surprised. Go ahead.
I know Jose got his own little like fashion card for the top celebration series this year, but justice for Durag Bo Naylor. Just that's all I'm gonna say.
I don't disagree with that, actually. I wouldn't have gone that route with this vote. I was surprised that it was as even of a split as it was. I thought Jose Ramirez would win this in a runaway. But yeah, Durag Bo Naylor, shout out.
Bo and Kwan have been stepping up their game, especially with Kwan getting to the All-Star game the past 2 years and being able to red carpet. Um, his fiance is also quite drippy, so I'm sure she has some influence on what he wears.
Her like suit jacket dress from
Yes, the
the
All-Star game, was it
Texas
this
All-Star
year?
game. I think it was last year's.
Last year.
Was amazing. I still like am low-key obsessed from a fashion perspective with that dress.
Stunning. We'll see what this year brings. Our next award is We Hardly Knew Ye. Our nominees were We Hardly Knew Ye / Who Are You? What are you even doing here? John
Don't even go
Means.
here.
Yeah, you don't even go here. Dom Nunez. All right, I'm going to admit this one threw me. Matt Crook. Who is he?
I've never heard that name in my
I've
life.
never heard that name.
He was a person who was around for a bit.
Did he play an actual game?
I'm just gonna believe you because
I think maybe Columbus.
I should have Googled this before.
Nah.
How did he end up
not
on the
worth it.
list?
I'm pretty sure he was claimed off waivers. No, he never came up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he stayed in Columbus the whole time.
Yeah.
And Dom was only ever on our like playoff taxi squad last year. So like that was another
I do think there was a time Dom Nunez came up. One of our catchers was injured for a bit, right?
Yeah,
I think Dom Nunez took
Lavastida?
I don't think Lava was up this year at all.
No,
I think he
Lava's
was
not
down.
with us anymore. Yeah, I don't know because I don't think
He did.
I don't literally.
And Dom Nunez is a spring training MVP, so that one I'm familiar.
Nunez played in 2 games because Hedges suffered a concussion.
The concussion, right? Because I made my the Dom from Dom Toretto family.
Yes, you did. You made the meme.
Well, and I remember this because I thought, wow, Dom made it out of spring training finally. And I believe he's no longer with the organization. That was it, right?
He elected
free agency.
Yeah, he was removed and sent outright to Columbus. He subsequently rejected the assignment and elected free agency.
Fair enough.
When they did that big, huge dump in early November. So yes, the winner with 27 votes was John Means, which absolutely I believe is the winner because that man for some reason was celebrating with us in the playoffs. Why were you there?
I had hope for him. I had so much hope for him.
We paid to rehab him.
Literally, that's what we did. I hope you had fun with your hospital stay.
And I hope he had fun popping bottles when
Good for him.
Yeah.
I saw him on the field during the celebrations and I'm like, what in God's name are you doing? You did nothing. Nothing, not a thing. You don't deserve to be on that field.
He probably rehabbed really hard.
He rehabbed really, really hard. He did a great job.
He tried.
He gets a gold star. He gets a wonky gold star. You tried. I wish him success in his future, wherever that may be. It's not
he's healthy now, so
he can go wherever. Enjoy. So before we do our last one, I do have a couple of we did ask for the best memes from the season. So I have a couple and we will post them after this episode drops on Monday on Twitter in a big dump. So thank you to everybody who submitted their favorite memes from the 2025 season.
You hear that, everybody? Big dump on the Caught Lookin' Twitter.
Cal Raleigh signing with the Guardians.
I was gonna say that. Now we have to preface it with Cal Riley's butt.
But anyways, our last award of the evening, most likely to edit their own Wikipedia article. Our nominees were Austin Hedges for a better photo, Cade Smith for accuracy. Our write-ins were Brian Rocchio, Jose Ramirez for no reason, Hunter Gaddis to include his time as a swashbuckling pirate to the high seas in the early 1200s. Fair.
I like that one.
That was a good one. That's a good write-in. Thank you to whoever wrote that in. And with 78.3% of the vote, Austin Hedges for a better photo.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
So I added this because I Googled him, as one does, obsessively, and noticed that someone did change his Wikipedia picture. So that's where this particular...
Meg, was it you?
I am not a allowed or a valid Wikipedia editor. That is not up my alley of fun things that I do. So someone did.
I like to think that someone is a consistent Wikipedia editor and an Austin Hedges fan.
If they're out there, I want to meet them and shake their hand.
Or it was just
You
Austin
have met
Hedges
him
himself.
At Pride Night last year. It's Austin Hedges.
Because he edited his own page. Mm-hmm.
According to congratulations to the Lookie.
Can we 3D print one just to give this one to him next year?
Does anyone have a 3D printer? Because
Yeah,
I
have one.
Then you saw the
Okay.
thing that I made. Print it. Figure out how to do it. Get Brian.
Yeah.
We need just a tiny little Lookie. When we do this live, so next year, the plan is to get all fancy, wear glitter dresses, get all made up, and do this live somewhere. We're going to make it happen, folks.
And hand out an award for the least trustworthy babysitter on the team.
It'll be a baby doll.
It'll be one of those dolls that you get to high school kids.
Yeah, the
practice parenting.
Get the little keys.
That's going to be the
back.
first. It's going to be the first award that we hand out, so they have to take care of it for the rest of the night.
Oh, goodness me.
And with that wraps up the first annual Looking Back Awards.
Congratulations to Brian Rocchio for being nominated for more awards than anyone else.
Now he can put when he edits his own Wikipedia page, most nominations in Looking Back Awards history.
Brian Rocchio, the sinners of baseball players.
On a related and more serious note, shout out to Jose Ramirez for being in the top 5 of MVP votes like every year of his career.
That is damn impressive, man.
A guy who is also nominated every single year and will never win because of Aaron Judge. But hey, that's barely relevant, but it reminded me of him.
Someone made a comment that on Twitter that it's just bad luck that Jose Ramirez is also playing baseball at the same time as 2 generational baseball players that we will never see equal to in the rest of our lives. Like, it's just unfair, because at any other point in history, Jose would have at least 1, if not 2 MVP awards right now.
Well, and I've said before that I wish they did a 5-year MVP or a decade-long MVP, because there's no doubt in my mind he'd win that award. The most valuable player over the last 5 years is Jose Ramirez, and it's not close.
Well, and also the definition of MVP has been like watered down over time. It's now just, who can hit the most home runs? Who's the best offensive player on your team? What
did Aaron Judge do well this year? And that's what it takes to be the MVP.
If you took Aaron Judge off the Yankees would most likely still be very close to what they can accomplish. If you took Jose Ramirez off the Guardians,
nothing.
We would be a sub 500 bottom basement team.
You know what Aaron Judge did do good this year?
What?
He didn't drop a single ball in the outfield in the World Series.
Oh, good for him.
There's one way to make sure you don't drop any balls. Yeah, to make sure you don't make it.
Oh.
So now that I've insulted Aroldis Chapman and Aaron Judge, who else can we add before this podcast episode?
Let's wrap it up.
At
least Aroldis Chapman deserves it. Aaron Judge, I'm sorry, Aaron Judge, you didn't deserve this.
Truly, I dislike him because he's better.
Yeah.
Not better than Jose, but just better. He's just
good.
Huge thanks to everyone who voted. and celebrated this wild and wonderful and crazy and ridiculous Guardian season this year. Congrats to all our Lookie winners. Congrats to Brian Rocchio for a nomination in every category.
Except for best mustache.
Except for best mustache. He's not winning that one. If you had fun tonight, make sure you're following us on all of our socials and hanging out in our brand new Discord. The link will be in the bio so you don't miss future chaos and future chances at making your voices heard. We want to hear from you. So please join our Discord. What else do you want to chat about? What else do you want to hear from us? Give us a holler. We'll be back next week with more baseball talk, off-season updates, and whatever else the guards give us to scream about. They're surprising us, I feel like, these past couple weeks. So who knows what will drop this week. Until then, whether you're here for the hot takes, heartbreaks, or home runs, don't get caught looking. See you next time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.